Can we subject to school for? Can we subject to school for?
Yes, kids do have to deal with violence today. People get shot like they have school shootings. They have people getting shot outside. There's like violence, like people bringing guns to school, shooting kids in their classes, and like everywhere.
I think it happens for several reasons. We have some youth who are unfocused and unmotivated to move to the next level. And then there are some parents who are they work so hard that they really don't have time to monitor their kids. And it goes beyond just this community or even our race or ethnic group of people. It is an American problem, and it's one that we must address.
Mixed families couldn't go to white schools because if you had just a little bit of black in you, they didn't want you there. I think schools are still segregated today because not a lot of white kids go to my school and not a lot of people of my color go to their schools. So we're like basically just on two different sides.
Black kids still don't go to mixed schools. They go to different schools. And white people go to all white schools, like private schools with no black kids.
Races during the 1960s because they felt like black people weren't worth it.
But there's no laws outside of the South that make it that this has to be the way. So racism outside of the South is harder to see sometimes. And when you look at the history, it doesn't go in this line of progress. It doesn't move from bad to good. It kind of moves like a circle outside of the South. And really, that's, I think, the best way to think about it for the country as a whole. It's not that we're always moving from bad to good. It's that we have problems, we address them, some things change, other things don't, and then there's new generations of people who come and try to address the problems, and it circles around. So it's not a history of progress from bad to good. It's a history of struggle and progress that leads back to new struggles and on and on. That's the history of racism outside of the South. Now, it's not easy to put that into a story. We like our stories simple. We like our history neat. We like beginning, middles, and ends, and we like when they end on a good note. The civil rights movement outside of the South does not. We like beginning, middles, and ends, and we like when they end on a good note. The civil rights movement outside of the South does not necessarily end on a triumphant note. It ends in some ways on a frustrating note. It leaves us asking questions about the problems that still exist. And I think that's why we don't learn about it as much, because it's incomplete.